And a good Monday afternoon, everyone. Roger Hill, VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook forecaster. Here we are looking at the outlook, and we have much colder air that's been swinging in behind this trough. If you look at the tan-colored lines here, you'll see that colder air swinging in on a northwesterly wind. That colder air is going to sort of set us up for more of a little bit of wintry precipitation. This is going to be mainly in the form of wet snow shower activity that's going to affect the mountains, mostly the mid slopes of the Green Mountains and higher up to the summits. Down on the valley floors, it's going to be a little bit touch and go, especially along and east of the Green Mountains, where there could be some minor effects of that just about each morning. But daytime highs will also get above freezing. This is going to be the case for the next 3 days. Warmest day coming will be Wednesday, and then colder weather on the tail end as we head into the late part of the week. And we'll see a warming trend redevelop, it looks like, over the weekend going into next week. As that colder air begins to push on in, it's also showing up here very nicely with a lot of snow shower activity, you can see, stretching from Minnesota through the eastern part of Canada and getting ready to swing into Vermont. And this is going to be with us again for a good portion of this coming work week. We have the European on the left-hand side. We have the GFS ensemble on the right. You can see a little bit of snow shower activity. Indeed, this is what's going to be going on. And you'll notice it's up and down the spine of the Green Mountains and probably just a little bit centered west as the angular momentum affecting the spine of the Green Mountains. The lifting mechanism will set up a little further to the west, a little bit lesser snowfalls to the east. That's going to be the name of the game. We're into tonight, that is Monday night, and into the day on Tuesday, a little bit of leftovers. We get then a little bit of a break before another shot of snow showers and flurries begins to work in on Tuesday night and into the day on Wednesday. This is a little bit more robust, and there could be a little bit of mixing of rainfall. You see the green colors here. So as this area of low pressure tracks on through, we'll see kind of a combination of wet snow shower and rain shower activity. That changes back to basically wet snow shower activity on Wednesday night into the day in the morning hours on Thursday, and just some leftover flurry action, a little bit of a gusty wind that'll take place. And this is going to be our only impacts for utilities that could affect us mostly in the southern Green Mountains, as we'll see this area of low pressure slide away. As it pulls away, it strengthens and heads into New Brunswick and the Bay of Fundy, and so the backside of that system producing some gusty northwest winds along about Thursday morning and into the afternoon. Then things do calm down. We have 1 day of dry project weather, 1031 hectopascal high ridges across the region, separating these two systems out. The next system that moves in will be on Saturday, and that looks like it'll affect us with some more wet snow shower activity at that point in time. Looking at the grid point of Montpelier, the GFS ensemble shows kind of almost noise in the system. This is just a little bit of flurry action, wet snow shower activity, etc., etc. Nothing major until well beyond the period. And the total QPF looks like this. So we're talking about 6-7 tenths of total once we get into basically this coming weekend. Overall, the precipitation type, again, is going to be primarily snow. A little bit of mixed precipitation as we head into the weekend, so nothing to worry about there. And 850 temperatures also show that we're well below the 0-degree isotherm. Winds barely get strong enough, but I want to show you this here. Again, about 850 millibar wind here. We can see gusts, winds persistent up around 35. That would be on Thursday. That's our only real shot of wind, and it could affect the southern Green Mountain eastern slopes, mainly Windham County, perhaps some part of southern Windsor County as well. Total QPF from the Weather Prediction Center, next 7 days going into this coming weekend, we're looking at somewhere around a quarter of an inch to as much as a half an inch, so overall precipitation totals are going to be running a little bit below normal to near normal. Looking at temperatures, we have anomalous cooler weather that's worked in, actually. This is basically from last night, and the warmer air has now been kicked out. Notice things are cooling off here in the areas around the polar vortex up in the Arctic. Next 5 days of MOS, or meteorological output stats. Well, we're looking at temperatures running about 3 to 6 degrees below normal, And about 3 days later, it looks like this. Pretty close to the similar situation, 3 to 6 degrees below normal, going out about 3 days later. And current conditions on this early Monday afternoon. Temperature is pretty cool, the warmest southern areas, and of course, colder weather working in on a northwesterly or westerly flow. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.